Hi guys, welcome to another section of learning with Prepclass. I am Tutor Chima and I will be your anchor for today. Today we are going to be solving past questions on biology, Jamb to be precise, for the year 2020. And we are going to be looking at questions 11 to 15 today, because in our previous videos we have solved questions from number 1 to 10. So before I proceed, students, do not forget to like our videos. Start by subscribing on our YouTube channel. Then you like our videos. You can click on the notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified whenever we have certain educational content on our channel. Feel free to drop a comment on our comment section box. A comment can be a question, maybe in an area that you find ambiguous, or maybe in an area that you really need me to throw more light on. You can just do that by dropping 1 or 2 questions on our comment section box. So having said that, we are going to move straight to the business of today, which is to solve questions 11 to 15 on Jamb Biology 2020. Okay. Question 11 says, the sternal part of the mammalian rib is made up of. The sternal part of the mammalian rib is made up of ligaments, tendons, bones, cartilage. When you hear the word sternal, we are talking about sternum. That's the bone on the chest. The bone that is here is called the sternum. We call it the sternum or the breastbone. Sternum. Okay? So look at this picture here. You can see this is the sternum or the breastbone, and the rib cage joins with the sternum and also curve to join with the backbone at the back to form a rib cage. Each of the ribs, we have about 12 ribs. Though we have like 2 floating ribs, the remaining 10 joins with the sternum in front and join with the backbone at the back to form a rib cage. So the joint between the sternum and this rib is held by a cartilage. So the cartilage holds this sternum and the rib cage, and that part is the sternal part. So the sternum or breastbone is a long flat bone located in the central part of the chest. This is it. The bone that's located in the central part of the chest from here to here. It connects to the ribs via a cartilage and forms the front of the rib cage, thus helping to protect the heart, lungs, and major blood vessels from injury. So this rib cage protects the lungs inside and also the heart. So the sternum is joined with the rib by a cartilage. So the sternal part of the mammalian rib is made up of what? Cartilage. That's the sternal part of the mammalian rib. Is made up of cartilage. You can see the cartilage there. So the correct answer there is what? Cartilage. Okay. 12. Muscles are attached indirectly to bones by means of tough white cords of fibrous materials called, the answer is tendons. Muscles are attached to bones by means of tendons. So it's via tendons that a muscle joins a bone. So note it today that muscles are attached to bones by means of tendons. So the correct answer there is what? Tendons. 13. Which of the following pairs of fins and fishes in steering and balancing? Oh, there should be a typo here. I think this will be which of the following pairs of fins in fishes help in steering and balancing? Maybe this was the way it was written in the look at the Jamb. Maybe this was the way it was written and this is how it was typed for me, so sorry for that. Which of the following pairs of fins in fishes helps in steering and balancing? That is how the question should have been. Which of the following pairs of fins in fishes helps in steering and balancing? Sorry, I didn't see this on time. Okay, so now they're asking us which of the following pairs of fins in fishes help in steering and balancing. A, is it the dorsal and the caudal fins? B, is it the dorsal and the anal fins? C, is it the pelvic and pectoral fins? Is it the anal and pelvic fins? So I said the main purpose of the dorsal fin is the one on top, top of the fish. Caudal fin is the tail fin. Then the ones at the side of the fish is called the pelvic and pectoral fin. So the main purpose of the dorsal fin is to stabilize the animal against rolling and to assist in sudden turns. So this dorsal fin, the one on top, helps to maintain the fish in water, preventing it from toppling over. Do you understand? Caudal fin helps to propel the fish in water. That's the function of the tail fin. As the fish is shaking the tail fin, it helps to glide it easily in water. So the caudal fin helps to propel the fish in water. That's the function of the caudal fin. Now the pelvic and pectoral fins help to balance the fish in the water and prevent it from rolling from side to side. So that's the function of the pelvic and pectoral fin. They help to balance the fish in water and prevent it from, do you understand, rolling from side to side, helping it to balance in water, prevent it from side to side, maybe in a case where there is wave or so. Now, one thing you must also note about this pectoral and pelvic fin, I think, is the pelvic fin. The fish is able to spin that pelvic fin. In any whereby there is a kind of lack of oxygen in water, the fish can help towards, it can spin that pelvic fin. I think that's what they mean by this steering. The fish can spin that pelvic fin in the form of a fan, and that can help the fish to do what? To have more sufficient oxygen supply. So the pelvic and pectoral fin together helps the fish in maintaining balance. Are you following? And also in steering. So steering and balance, pelvic and pectoral fins. So the answer is pelvic and pectoral fins. Pelvic and pectoral fins. 14. When a snake bites a man on the leg, the venom gets to the heart through, is it the pulmonary vein? Is it the hepatic portal artery? Is it the posterior vena cava? Is it the anterior vena cava? Now you need to know what all these blood vessels are. Pulmonary vein, hepatic portal artery, posterior vena cava, and the anterior vena cava, and possibly where they can be located in the body. The pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. So the vein, artery takes blood away from the heart, while vein carries blood back to the heart. So the vein that is connected between the lungs and the heart is called the pulmonary vein. So it carries blood from the lungs. By that time, that blood has been oxygenated. Oxygen has been added into the blood. So that oxygenated blood is now carried from the pulmonary vein, is now carried from the lungs rather to the heart through the pulmonary vein. But we are talking about snake biting a man on the leg. So the pulmonary vein is not located anywhere in the leg. It's located between the lungs and the heart. The hepatic portal artery carries oxygenated blood from the heart to the liver. We are talking about when the snake bites a man on the leg and the venom gets to the heart through. So it's not pulmonary vein, it's not hepatic portal artery, because hepatic portal artery is located between the heart and the liver. The posterior vena cava. The posterior vena cava carries deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body, such as the legs, to the heart. So I believe we've seen our answer. Anterior vena cava. The anterior vena cava carries deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body, such as the head, to the heart. So where you can find this posterior vena cava will be around the extremities, the lower part of the body, like the hands and the legs. So a snake bites a man on the leg since veins. So you should know that pulmonary vein is a vein, posterior and anterior vena cavas, they are both veins, large veins. So since veins takes blood back to the heart, and this posterior vena cava can be traced down to the legs and hands. So if a snake should bite a man on the leg, the venom is going to move through the posterior vena cava to the heart, because it takes blood from the lower part of the body to the heart. So the answer is what? Posterior vena cava. So when the snake bites a man on the leg, the venom gets to the heart through the posterior vena cava. 15. If a young herbaceous plant is placed in a dilute eosine solution for 6 hours, the part of the stem that is likely to be stained red is it a vascular bundle? Is it a medullary race? Is it a pit? Is it a cortex? So when you place a young herbaceous plant in a dilute eosine solution is reddish in color. So when you place a young herbaceous plant in such a solution for 6 hours, they are now asking you which part of the stem, when you make a kind of longitudinal section, cut through the stem and view it through a microscope, which part of the stem will be stained that red? Is it the vascular bundle, medullary, pit, or cortex? Now, the vascular bundles consist of the xylem and the phloem. So if you don't know that today, that the vascular bundle consists of the what? Xylem and the phloem. The xylem is responsible for transporting water and dissolved nutrients from the roots to the leaves via the stem, while the phloem is responsible for transporting food from the leaves to the roots via the stem. So I believe that we've seen our answer, and our answer is what? Vascular bundle, because it's made up of xylem and phloem. Xylem is responsible for conducting or transporting water from the roots to the leaf. Phloem is responsible for transporting food from the leaves down to the roots. So the correct answer here is what? Vascular bundles. Alright guys, we've come to the end of today's section of Learning with Prepclass, where we looked at past questions on Jamb, biology to be precise, and we solved questions 11 to 15. If you don't believe you are going to see a link, I urge you to copy and paste this link on your browser. When you do so, it's going to take you straight to our WhatsApp link. So I'm urging you guys to join us on WhatsApp, and when you do so, you'll be getting updates and infos on the latest videos we have on our channel. So to meet again, I remain Tutochima. Bye, and do stay safe.